Hello and welcome everyone. This is Mofo here. Today I'm going to show you on how to do the Chapter 4 achievement called Retribution on the American Dream Spec Ops. What you need to do for this achievement is to complete Chapter 4 on Extreme Mode without getting hit and destroying 20 enemy vehicles. So you cannot get a single hit, even if like you're in a vehicle with APS and the APS triggers, that counts as a hit. So you cannot really get shot at all, and you need to get 20 kills. So to do that, you will need to be in a Sphinx, and preferably, I highly recommend you will need a full platoon for this achievement. So the Sphinx is good for this achievement to get 20 kills and not getting shot because it has a good camo rating and it has the ATGM and the auto cannon to finish off targets very quickly. To use the Sphinx, Erin is preferable as the commander because she gives a lot of camo bonuses from her skills. So it helps a lot. If you do not have Erin, then I recommend using Andrei Zaitsev, because Andrei Zaitsev's his core skill is a camo factor increase by 15%, but take note that this will only trigger if your vehicle doesn't move for over 5 seconds. So Erin is preferable, but if you do not have her, then use Andre. As for my Andre build, I also have Muffler 3 skills, a couple of them. So that improves my camo factor when I'm firing. So essentially I'm losing less camo when I'm firing. Yeah, so as the commander, Erin is the go-to. For retrofits, it would be nice if you have this camo electro-optical absorbing paint V2, which allows you to have 8% camo factor when you're stationary. Yeah, while the vehicle is stopped, it increases 8%. Yeah, so that's for the Sphinx in general. As for the rest of the team, it would be preferable if you have 2 MBTs and 2 autocannon vehicles. And I'll show it to you now with a replay on how I got this achievement done. So this achievement is actually not too difficult to complete. Just make sure that your team is able to do like about half of the mission on their own. Because when you get the 20 kills, you cannot run the risk of going up and helping your team out, because you will very easily get hit by either artillery or a random turret just popping up behind you and stuff like that. So you do not want that. And I'd like to take this opportunity to have a shout out to Primer, Kangaroo, Max Insanity, and a Big Bang Sniper for helping me get this achievement. So many thanks to all of you.
We're about to start the assault. I hope you made it back.
Alright, so I'm going to fast forward this part and hit straight right into the action.
Well, we're inside.
Alright, so now you just need to hang back, let your team move up, soak up the aggro from the bots, and let them damage the bots heavily enough for you to get one-shot kills from them. So basically you are going to be the kill stealer for this initial part of the mission. I'd also like to point out that it's preferable that you use your ATGMs on getting your kills, because firing ATGMs lose less camo factor compared to shooting an autocannon. So you run less of a risk of being shot by the bots in retaliation from them. And if you really are worried about being like you feel that you have a high risk of being shot at by them, just pop smoke and stay behind them, and you still be able to shoot them and kill them without being spotted at all. And if you can see, my missiles are kind of wobbly because I'm playing at 320 ms ping, and ATGMs are very wonky at high ping, so sometimes they will not guide to where I was pointing to. You can see the missile, I just go up a bit and then come down. Alright, so by the first cap at this point, ideally you should get 7 kills. So now we're gonna hit on to the next part, the second cap. There will be a Bradley that will be going up this ramp, as you can see over here. So don't engage the Bradley first, let your team engage it, and when it's almost down to a kill, you just take it.
Take care of the security. You deal with the gate. Yeah, give me a few minutes.
So now the team, the MBTs are going down to engage the main cap area, while the autocannon vehicles, the T-15 and the Leclerc T-40 in this case, will be dealing with the bots at the back and clearing out the secondary with the artillery turrets. So what you can do at this stage is you're going to go around to the back here, and you actually can go up this ramp. And when you go up this ramp, you have a very good line of sight on the targets over here. So, but on this mission, I did not do that because I was still like, it was my first time attempting this achievement actually. So I was not very familiar. So instead of going up there on the ramp, I just went along here and I tried to get the kills from here, which is not really a good point, I guess, because I have less of an angle of them compared to if I'm from the top over here. But oh well. So don't do what I'm doing here. Instead of being here, go to the top there. So now I'm just like trying to pick my targets, like the K-21, the Bradley. They're almost a shot away from death, so I'm going to aim for them. I'm just waiting for this Leopard to turn around. And there we go. So at this point, I'm 14 kills already. 6 away from getting it done. I'm trying to get the angle of this Bradley. Fire on ATGM, got it done. 3 more to go. Oh, sorry, 5 more to go. So ideally, after these 2 caps, you should be able to get your 20 kills.
It's getting crowded in here. How's that
That's the best case scenario.
Relax, almost done.
Because from here on, the last 3 caps are going to be a lot more difficult. But it's still doable. You just need to be mindful of the time, because if you notice that by now we have about 10 minutes left to do this mission, which sounds a lot, but it's not really a lot actually. The more time you waste on these initial stages, the less margin of error you have for the final part. And as you can see, I drove myself into this area, and I was so worried I got stuck, but thank goodness gravity helped me to get it out of this trouble. Yeah, my driving is not the best with the Sphinx, also because of my pain. So now I got the PLO1, so I'm 3 more to go for this achievement. So for this part, if you happen to get here, like me, let your team go in. So what they're doing now is to quickly get this reinforcement point down so that the bots on top of that bridge will just go down like that. Yes. And they will kill these 2 Bradleys so that our reinforcements can come in.
They join the party.
So now I'm now just letting my team try to get ahead into the entryway of the 3rd cab, and allow especially the MBTs, in this case the 2 490s over here, to go around to the right side of the cab over here, because if the 2 MBTs stay around on this bridge for too long, it's not ideal for the Sphinx at the back. Because if you notice, I am positioned roughly like kind of behind them, so I might run the risk of getting shot by a stray autocannon bullet, and that would not go down well, because that means the achievement is a failure. So I was just trying to get sneaky shots in from here. It's got a lot of T-15s for some reason. So I'm now 1 kill away from getting it done, and I'm just trying to get it done as quickly as possible so that I can allow my team to just do their normal business and just kill everything, and let them play at their maximum efficiency. So yeah, now that I've got the 20 kills, they can just go in, kill everything in sight, and just do what they do at best. So for you, the Sphinx player, once you get the 20 kills, you just gotta sit back and relax. You're not going to run the risk of moving up ahead and try to support your team. Yeah, just took out that remaining reinforcement point just to make sure no bots will come up from behind. So now it's all about you'll have to depend on the rest of your team to finish the mission. So if you take note of the timer, we now have about 6 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. So this 3rd cap takes the longest to get through it, because for some reason this reinforcement points keeps respawning vehicles at a very fast pace, and they just keep churning up Bradleys every time you kill them.
Got it. Now this is a residential sector. Nothing useful in here.
So now Kangaroo is going to destroy that reinforcement point to stop them from coming up again, and the 3rd cap is done. Alright, so now I'm just going to hit back. So now I'm going to show you an area for the Sphinx where you can try to help out your team in a way to deal with the drones at the last cap. So I'm now going down the ramp back to the 2nd cap area. Remember that ramp that I told you earlier? Yeah, that's the spot you want to go to now, because from over there you are in a good position to shoot at the drones at the final cap. Do not worry about shooting at the drones, because they will not be able to engage you, because simply you're just out of their range. So don't worry about that. you'll have no risk of being hit by them. I do not know why, but oh, okay, never mind. It's just a UI bug on the replay. Alright, so now I'm going to fast forward a little bit. So from this third cap onwards, just be mindful of the off-map artillery, where the red circles will appear on the ground. That means that artillery strike is incoming, and the red circles will attempt to follow you for a few seconds. And if they hit you hard. Yeah, and it's very annoying. So just be mindful of that. Alright, so now as they are approaching the final cap, and we have about three and a half minutes left on the clock to cap that last cap and to win this mission. So now I might pause here a bit. Big Bang Sniper is YOLOing in reverse, because he's trying to get to that area at the back over there to finish off the reinforcement point at the back. He's doing that so that you will not need to deal with so many bots. If you just like try to go in the normal way, you run a lot of time, you waste a lot of time killing bots and trying to cap. So just resume, and as you can see, he's reversing to the cap, because that way his front armor will be facing the bots shooting at him. Right, so the last reinforcement point can only be shot from right over here on these pipes. So as you can see, it's a tiny bit of area that he can shoot at. So now that the reinforcement point is down, it makes a whole lot easier. And now I'm going to show you from this area the Sphinx. As you can see, he's able to shoot at the drone. So it's also good to help out in that way, so that once the drones are taken out quickly, your team is able to cap it easier and faster as well. And also take note, the drones have 14,000 hit points because we have a tier 9 vehicle in our team, which in this case is Primer, who is using his Leclerc T40. If you have a team full of tier 10s, all tier 10s, then the drones will have hit points of 20,000. So there's a substantial amount of hit points that you will need to shave off from the drones. So that's a good thing to take note of. So if you do not have the Leclerc T40 to make up for a tier 9 autocannon vehicle, then you can use the Terminator 2 as a substitute. So as you can see now, we have about 1 minute 40 seconds remaining on the clock, and we are just about to kill off this Leclerc T4, get the cap off, and win this mission. And all they have to do now is to drive around and avoid the artillery, off-map artillery. So if one MBT like a 490 doesn't go in quickly to take down that reinforcement point, then you will have a lot more bots to deal with, and you will waste more time getting it done. So we won the mission with 1 minute 8 seconds left, and I got my 20 kills done without getting hit. So that's how it's done, guys. I hope this guide is helpful to you. It is all you need to have for this achievement is efficiency and teamwork. Efficiency from the part of the Sphinx at the very beginning, and teamwork for your team for the remaining half of the mission. So I hope you find this guide helpful, and I will do another achievement guide for the other chapter 4 achievement, which is the clock is ticking. So I'm going to show it to you soon, and when I have it done, then I will upload it and I'll let you guys know. So if you want to see it, you might want to subscribe, and if you like the guide, just kindly leave a like, and I will see you around soon, and good luck on the battlefield.